Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is THB Contagious, or Contagious as we are now saying it, or Con, as others people are calling me. And today it's kind of like an update video for you guys, but also with some gameplay for you guys to enjoy playing on some 24/7 Siege on Battlefield 4. Today's topic though is one I've been trying to avoid, mainly because of the drama that's always inflicted on this topic. And that is to a YouTuber by the name of Mcjuggernuggets. However, a lot of people call him Jesse Ridgway. And his channel is basically a channel of his dad getting mad at him for not having a job, and then his stuff being destroyed, and him screaming like a little child. And it's just, like, I don't know why I continue watching his stuff. Mainly it's because I enjoy watching his stuff get destroyed. Maybe that's it. I'm not too sure. But, well, a few weeks ago, I think, or like a week ago, Jesse put up a video of him working at an ice cream shop. Now, he's been trying to find a job, trying to find something that's good for him. And he found, like, this ice cream company called him, asked him to come in, and, like, for, say, like, an interview or, like, just a test to see what he's like on the job. So, you think, like, at first, oh, hey, he's gonna get a job, this is great. But what happens next while he's there is just, I don't even know what's going through his head, but, I haven't personally seen the video, but turns out that when he was there, he was licking all the equipment, he was messing around with all the ice cream stuff and that. Like, he was literally licking, like, the faucets where the ice cream comes out and everything. He was licking it, and it was just, like, very disrespectful to the business because, like, the owners, they're allowing you to come into their business to try to see what you're like at work. You have a chance to get a job, but yet he's just extremely disrespectful for the business. The only thing he cares about is what he does. And he's a YouTuber like me. However, you gotta understand that if you're at another place and you're working, you gotta be respectful to that person because that's what that person worked hard for. Yes, we work hard for our YouTube channels, but other people work hard at their other businesses. So we just gotta respect what they do, and people in return respect what we do. Now, there have been a lot of, like a certain board, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like for the cleanliness of a business, like especially for food. And apparently they're getting like all these agents coming in, looking, making sure that their stuff is clean, because, like, you don't want people getting sick from person serving food at a restaurant. That'd be the worst thing to happen. So, like, at the same time though, turns out that Jesse Ridgway himself, he is being sued by the ice cream company for what he had done at the ice cream place. Oh, there we go, there's a kill. Ah, he got to jump on me. But, he's being sued now by this ice cream company for all the damages that he's done, and his video was taken down by himself. However, by then the damage is already done. There's nothing you can do. He acted like a complete imbecile at this company. He needs to learn how to respect other companies, respect other people, because he's always talking about respect. I've noticed that he's always talking about how he needs to be respected. Nobody respects what he does. But the reason why you don't get respect, Jesse, if you're listening to this, the reason why you don't get respect is because you're not respectful to other people. I know you say nobody's respecting you, but at the same time, you gotta respect other people if you want to get respect. That's simply how it works. I know that for a fact because a lot of times I've been disrespected, but the reason why I was disrespected by those is because I was also disrespectful to them. It's a part of maturing and part of growing up. So, with this all going on, you think, can it get any worse? Well, turns out Jesse tried to get his dad to play video games with him, and that just turned into Jesse's dad getting mad and taking his console and firing a pistol round right through the thing. But honestly, I was laughing at this. I was like, wow, finally, like another psycho type video. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's so cruel, why would you do that? But the reason is, his dad is, like, Jesse basically asked his dad to do something with him that his dad just doesn't like. It's quite simple. Like, if my dad doesn't like something, I don't ask him if he wants to do something with me. Like, if it's something I enjoy but he doesn't enjoy it, I don't ask him, hey, you want to do this? I wait for him to come to me, because then I know that he wants to try and, like, give it another shot. Oh, teammates, come on. So, but, like, later on, after this, Jesse is getting a job at a farm now. He's working at a farm, and he's working with his Uncle Chris, who is just like Jesse in the ways of respecting people, because, like, ever since Chris, or Uncle Chris, comes into the scene, he immediately starts disrespecting Corn, or also known as Zachary Cornetzer, or, like, just Zach, or whatever you want to call this character. I call him Corn because that's his nickname. That's what he goes by. And honestly, Corn is a good guy. He's not like Jesse in any way. He's not disrespectful. He actually went to college for the same thing that I went to, and he actually graduated. So it's like, hey, props to you. Like, you were able to finish it, I wasn't. Oh well. It was more meant for him than me. But, yeah, like, Chris just is so disrespectful to people, and honestly, like, I don't know. Hey, look at that. We're getting a few enemies here, just keep on peppering them. But, yeah, Jesse's Uncle Chris, on his father's side, he's just very disrespectful at the same time to Jesse and Corn. It's really sad. Like, honestly, a man grown up is acting like a child. There's a guy, can we get him? Oh. Have a grenade, buddy. So, today I watched a video. It's basically a video of Corn, and Corn basically has had enough. He is done with the drama. And so I wrote out, like, what happened in the video. And so, like, after all that's gone down with, after all that's gone down with Jesse and his dad with the console and everything, and Jesse crying like a baby again, they go to work, and they go to this farm. It's a nice farm. I have to admit, it's a nice farm. The lady that owns it is nice, to a degree. So, but, let's see if we can get this guy. Come on. Look at this guy. Hey, you. What's up? That's why I love this game. But they go to work on the farm. Everything is good. The owner, which is a lady, she gets them to do a job working with Corn. I know, ironic. Corn is working in Corn. Same with Jesse. Jesse's working too, or at least trying to work. That's what I would say. And, like, they're just doing their job. They're doing fine by themselves. But then this Uncle Chris is like, oh, here, I'm going to help you guys out. I'm going to come over and work with you guys. And, like, Corn and Jess, they're just doing an easy job. Like, they're just putting corn into a corn bake. Like, I've even done that. It's super easy to do. Jesse has a little bit of trouble because of a stupid spleen issue, apparently. But, oh, there's a guy. Wait for it. Lead. Oh, there we go. But, like, Corn even tells this Uncle Chris, like, hey, we got it. We don't need any help. We're all good. Like, because Corn is, like, he's okay. Like, Corn doesn't need any help with what he's doing. He's perfectly fine. But, like, Chris then climbs up into where they're working and sees the camera and just starts going off on them because he doesn't like the camera, same as Jesse's dad. They both don't like the camera. They don't want to be recorded for some stupid reason. Maybe it's because they're afraid that it's going to be evidence of abuse. Like, honestly, that's what I would do, because, like, you see Uncle Chris in, like, in the first video when he first comes in, he's, like, choke holding Jesse and putting him in an arm lock and everything. Like, it's just very abusive, very offensive. Something that I would not want to have in my own life. Like, I've actually even witnessed it. He came on the left side. But, like, once Chris sees this camera, he gets really offensive. He starts chirping at Korn. He starts chirping at Jess and, like, saying that they're unable to work, unable to do anything that he can possibly do. And at first it's like, okay, we're just gonna let this slide. Like, that's Korn and Jesse's attitude. That's the right attitude. Like, just let it go. Don't get offensive. Don't, like, just go with it. Like, try not to defend yourself, because the more you defend yourself, the worse it's gonna become. See if there's a helicopter coming or something. We can knock it out, this guy. Oh dear, what was it? Okay, so, after a while, Chris finally decides to leave, but you can still hear him in the distance just chirping Zach or Korn and Jess, and it's sad. Like, why can't you just let something go? Like, stop talking about it. There's no need to talk about it. So, and Korn and Jess, they finally finish the work that's needed, and they just move on from it. Like, everything's fine. Let's see if we can get it. Oh. Is he crashing? He's going down now. Get him! Aw, really? Anyways, and like, they go from one job of dealing with Korn to another job where they start, like, pulling apart a pig pen, which is another very easy job. Like, you're just taking down a fence, and instead of Chris, like, just leave him alone, he starts following them, and he continues to chirp at Korn and Jess. Like, he just won't stop chirping at them. He won't leave them alone. Like, he's harassing them pretty much. It's like, I've been in a situation of being harassed. I don't like it. Like, who would like it, actually? Come here, you. Hey, buddy. And so he's just harassing Jesse. He's harassing Korn. It's not a good environment at all. And Korn and Jess, they tell him, like, can you please leave us alone? We want to work. And he just starts chirping about, like, the camera, starts chirping about their parents, makes very cruel and immature comments about their parents on how, like, they failed as parents, and if he was their dad, he would be beating them up and throwing all their stuff out of the building or out of the house and burning everything. Like, just very immature, very childish talk, I'd have to say. And Chris just continues to slander Korn and Jess, and Korn then requests, like, can you please leave us alone so we can get some work done? To which, oh, there we go. To which Chris just responds with, oh, they'll never get any work done. They'll never be as good as he is. Like, the typical high school, like, oh, I'm stronger than you, you'll never be stronger than me type ordeal. Like, just straight up high school drama, pretty much. So, at this, Korn begins to get offended, because I can understand, because this guy's, like, chirping his family, chirping him, chirping what he does for a living, and Korn just starts defending himself. Like, that's typical what anyone would do. Like, you don't want to, like, if someone was making fun of my family, I would immediately start defending myself, because I don't deal with, like, if someone wants to say something about my family, say it to my face. That way I can tell you right off the bat, leave me alone, don't talk to me. It's very simple like that. But when Korn does this, Uncle Chris threatens Korn, threatens to beat him up, threatens to punch him, threatens to kick him, just threatens him to the point, like, of where it's basically that, I want to fight you, are you man enough to fight me back? Just that very immature high school attitude. Like, oh, you want to fight? I'll fight you. Type thing. I'm getting shot at. And after this, like, Corn, he continues to defend himself. He starts chirping back because he's not having any of it. And like after a while though, Jess and Corn, they go to another job, and it's cleaning out, I think it's a goat pen or something like that. But it's like hay and manure are sticking together, so you gotta get I can't remember what they're called, pitchfork, that's what it is, a pitchfork, and like scrape it up. And as they're going to this job, you can hear Uncle Chris's voice get louder and louder and louder, and it's very blatant that he's just following them, he's just harassing them, he's trying to do everything he can to make one of them snap. And it's stupid. Like, why? Like, the guy's there telling them, oh, you need to work, you need to work, you need to work, but yet he's following them around, just disgracing them, and like disgracing like Corn and Jesse's family. Like, it's just really sad. It's really stupid. Like, why even bother? Like, they're there to work, leave them alone. Like, when I'm at work, I would tell my bosses, like, if you want a job done, don't talk to me, just let me do my job and I'll get it done quickly. And my bosses actually liked me for that, because then they knew that I was focused on work. So, but yeah, Chris, he continues to harass them, and finally Chris talks to the owner. He's like, oh, you should talk to Corn and ask him what job he could actually have instead of this job. Like, it's like, why would you want a worker who's working for you to talk about one guy about how he could have another job? It's just stupid. Like, why would you even do that? Like, honestly, if I was the owner of that farm, I would have hit this Chris guy fired right off the bat. Doesn't matter how long he's worked there. The moment I see an attitude like that, it's like, I don't want you here. Because that's really bad for business. It's really bad for, like, just an appearance-wise. Like, you want, when you work somewhere, you want, like, doesn't matter where it is, you want it to be a welcoming environment. You don't want it to be very disrespectful. You don't want people censoring others or what they do for work, what they do for a living. It's just really disrespectful and very rude to just go from, like, to go up to someone and say, like, I don't know what you do, but you don't have a life doing that, you're never going to make a living. It's very, very disrespectful. Because a lot of people work hard for what they want. That's what I'm doing too. Like, I'm working hard as to, like, for this video and YouTube, because this is what I love to do. It's fun. Who wouldn't want to do this? So, but Corn, he's inside this shed, cleaning up manure. Like, it's really low, so Corn has to hunker down and do the best he can. And what does Chris do? He comes up, grabs a bunch of manure, and throws it right into Corn's face. Like, you can see it hit him right in the face, right in the chest. And it's like when I watched this, I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Because, like, throughout all the videos I've seen, Corn has always been really quiet, very calm and collective. But then he started getting offensive. And now that this happened, what's going to happen now? Because technically, Uncle Chris just assaulted Corn, and he can be arrested for that. I know that for a fact because I went to school for law, like I said before. And that is straight up assault. So, the moment that happens, Corn immediately gets right back in Uncle Chris's face and just tells him, like, you tell us that our parents failed to raise us, but meanwhile here you are doing all this really immature crap. So obviously it was not our parents that failed, but yours, because if, like, our parents would never teach us to do something like this. And he's right. Like, who would teach their child to throw stuff at, like, another person, especially manure? That's just disgusting, rude, arrogant. Like, it's just, like, why would you do that? So, but, like, while Corn is getting after this guy, Uncle Chris, he's responding, like, he's just continuing to chirp him, like, oh, I'm doing you a favor, I'm trying to give you life lessons. Like, what is throwing a manure at someone supposed to teach someone? It's basically teach someone how to be disrespectful and rude to someone. Like, it's just utter nonsense. Like, why would you do that? And so finally Corn looks at the camera, looks at Jesse and says, you know what, I'm done. Forget this job, forget recording, forget everything, I'm done. And he just walks away. And while he's walking away, Uncle Chris continues to slander him and chirp him, and he's like, oh, I'm doing the boy a favor. And it's like, you just got a kid fired, like, you just had a kid pushed to a limit where he does not want to work, and he's quitting. And you talk all this crap about how he needs to get a job. Meanwhile, he has a job. Sure, it's not paying a lot, but you just made a kid quit after telling him you need to get a job. Like, doesn't that go against what you just said? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's just utter drama. Like, I'm serious. A lot of Mcjuggernuggets videos are drama, and it's just, why? Why do you do this? But it gets a lot of views, so that's probably why he does it. So as Corn is walking away, he tells Jesse, like, you need to drive me home because you're the person who drove me. So Jesse gets permission to drive him home. And the owner says, like, make sure he's okay. So that's very respectful, making sure that he's okay, even though he just quit. Make sure that he's okay and that he's alright, everything's fine. And Jesse then tells Uncle Chris, you need to apologize to Corn for all the harassment and everything. And Chris just is arrogant and says, I'm never apologizing to him, there's no need for me to apologize to him. Meanwhile, you just made a child quit, or a kid, not a kid, even an adult quit a job because of your stupid attitude. Like, I really hope, Jesse, like, I really hope you see this video because, like, I'm not really for what you do for videos, but at the same time, I can defend you. If this is all real, I can defend you and Corn because that is straight up harassment, straight up assault, and it's just utterly disrespectful to you and to Corn and to both of yours family. So I really hope that everything gets better over time. Corn did tell Jesse that while he is at the farm, he's not coming with him, and he's not going to record any videos at the farm or around Uncle Chris because Corn has had enough of Uncle Chris and has had enough of the farm. He's just done with the drama. So hopefully we get to see Corn in a few more videos. Corn does have his own channel. He doesn't upload very often. However, when he does, it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. Corn is I'd have to say I like Corn's videos much more than Jesse's, but that's basically because Corn's family is more, like, they're more chill, they're more funny. They're very enjoyable to watch. So, but yeah, hopefully things with Corn get better. Hopefully the immaturity stops. Oh, we didn't get him. And hopefully Jesse's family problems can get resolved really soon. So, and it looks like we are going to win this game. So I'm going to wrap things up here and now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys were informed. Don't forget to check out Mcjuggernuggets channel. Don't forget to check out Corn's channel at it's Man Named Corn because he had his first account hacked. So be sure to check them out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on this video for more content I upload every day. And I will see you guys in the next video.